pa sa ni da pa ma ga ri sa ri dha ri sa ni da pa ma ga ri ga ni ga ma sa pa ga re re da ma re ri ga pa ma ga ri sa pa ma ga ri sa da pa ma ga ri sa ri da ma ga ri sa ri ga re re da ni re pa sa pari pari paga paga ma ga ri sa ni da pa sa pani pa sa pani pa sa pani pa sa ga ma ga pa ga ni sa ri ga ni sa ni sa ni ma pa sa ga ma ga pa ga ni sa ni sa ni ma pa ri ga ni sa sa ga sa ga ma pa na ri 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 pa ga ma pa ga sa da ma ri ga ma pa ga ri ri ga ri ni sa ga ma pa ga ri 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 pa ga ma pa ga sa da ma ri ma ni da pa ga pa ma pa ma ga ri sa ri ga ma pa ga ri sa ri ga pa ma ga ri sa ni ri sa ga ri ma ga pa ma ga da pa ni ni da sa ri ri sa ga ri da pa ma ga ri sa ni da pa da pa ga ni sa ri ga ma pa ga ri sa ri da ri da ga ri sa ri ga pa ma pa ga ri ga ri sa ni da ga ri sa ni da ga ri sa ni da pa sa ni da pa ga ri sa ni da pa ri sa ni da pa ri sa ni da pa sa ni da pa ma ni da pa ma ga sa ni da pa ma sa ni da pa ma ga ri sa ni da pa ga ma ga ri pa sa pa ni pa sa pa ni pa sa pa ni sa Thank you very much. That was, as you all know, one of the most famous jazz standards called the Take 5, written by Dave Brubeck and Paul Desmond. My roots are in Carnatic classical music. My basics are in Carnatic classical music. But every time I was intrigued by a new genre of music that came my way. And when I wanted to learn that genre, it was my roots in Carnatic classical music which actually became the keys of learning. Let me take you through 4 important elements of Carnatic classical music which have become like the blueprint, the key for me to decipher, to learn, to deconstruct, and to embrace the different wonderful genres of music that have come my way. The first concept is the swara, the second is the gamaka, the third is the laya or the rhythm, and the fourth is the bhava or the soul. Now let me talk to you about the swara. The swara is basically a point in a tonal graph. Now I'll explain this to you with the help of a more popular song that I'm sure all of you all in this auditorium must have heard at least once, sung at least once. Okay? If you remember the song, please sing it along with me, okay? Honge kamiyab, hum honge kamiyab, hum honge kamiyab. Come on guys, I can't hear you all. Did you go to school or no? Come on. Honge kamiyab, hum honge kamiyab, hum honge kamiyab. एक दिन ओहो मन में है विश्वास, पूरा है विश्वास, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन. Oh, that was lovely. That was a very, very soulful rendition of Honge Kamyab. Okay, now when you listen to this song at the outset, the first thing that strikes you all is the lyric, the words, isn't it? When somebody asks you which song did you sing, you say Honge Kamyab. You tend to identify the song with the help of its lyric. Now when we lift up this layer of lyric just a little bit, what we see underneath is a melodic movement, a tune that is holding the lyric together. almost as if they were separate beads which were strung together with the help of a thread to form a garland or a necklace. Now, these individual components are notes, and in my study are called the swaras. Now, the basics of Carnatic classical music emphasizes on learning these swaras really well with various permutations and combinations, so that when you have a melodic phrase such as ta-ra-ra-ra-ra-ra, you are able to translate it and spell it out as pa-pa-da-da-pa-ma-ga-ga-ma-pa-pa-da-da-pa-ma-ga-ga-ma-pa-pa-da-ni-sa. And this has become a very, very strong instrument for me to be able to decipher and deconstruct even the complex of songs that come my way. Now I'll take you to the next aspect, which is the gamaka. A gamaka is essentially a way in which I connect two notes. It's like an oscillation between two notes. Now, if there are notes like this, ta-da, then I can connect it in many ways, right? Pa-da, pa-da, pa-da. So the way I choose to connect these notes using a specific gamaka gives a certain character and a personality to the melodic tune. Now, for example, you all heard me sing Honge Kamyab in Swaras. There is a certain way in which I'm connecting these notes, a certain gamaka that I'm using. Now, listen to this. So you see, just by the way I have connected the notes with the gamakas of a different genre of music, I have been able to give a different personality, a different character to that melodic tune. Understanding that this gamaka is a very significant aspect of the personality of a genre helped me understand the folk traditions of our country much better, especially the Rajasthani folk tradition, in which there is a certain accentuated use of gamakas. Which is giving its personality and which is making it so generic to its roots, to the wonderful Rajasthani tradition. Now let me move to the next aspect, which is the rhythm or the laya. What is rhythm? Rhythm is the way I divide time, okay? Now if there is a start point in time, how I divide the time that is coming forth is my rhythm. Now I can divide the time as takita, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right? Or I can divide it as takadhina, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or I can divide it as takita, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which brings us back to the presentation that I just made, the composition called Take 5. When I heard this composition, Take 5, the very first line comprised of a total of 20 counts. And I thought, how do I decipher this? And how do I divide this and interpret this that is closer to my tradition? So I said I'll divide 20 as 4 divisions of 5 counts each on the one hand. And on the other hand, I will divide it as 10 small components of 2 counts each, which gave me a polyrhythmic cycle which looked like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So that's how I made that the framework to lay Take 5 on, and I presented it as an Indian interpretation. I owe a great deal of this to all my gurus, R.K. Srikanthan sir, my father Dr. S. Natarajamurthy sir, Rajamma Keshavamurthy ma'am, and my dear guru, Sri H.S. Sudhindra sir, who have guided me and thrown more light on this aspect of rhythm in my life. The next component that I'm talking about is bhava, or the soul. No matter technically how sound a musician is, how what dexterity they can play an instrument. If there is no soul, or if they cannot make a connect to the audience, the entire purpose of that art is really a failure, isn't it? So I have been taught right from the beginning that I have to understand the meaning of the word that I'm singing, okay? So that I'm able to emote it better. Now, if there is a word which is, say, Karuna Dayini, the word says, the giver of kindness. Since the word has done half the job for me, since the meaning is conveyed, all I have to do is only emote it. But just imagine if I had no words, no lyrics in front of me, and I had to only sing the melody and convey the emotion. It needs a deeper understanding of both the emotion and also the melody in which I can interpret it. Now, there is a sense of pleading, yearning for kindness, for grace in that rendition, right? Now just listen to the same set of notes, same set of swaras, interpreted in a different way. You notice that there is a sense of uncertainty, there is a sense of shyness, there is probably even a hint at romance and love. You guys agree with me? If not, you haven't deeply loved. Okay, the next way of interpreting these swaras. It's almost as if I'm set for war. So there is a sense of brightness that has come with this use of gamakas, and with the help of these gamakas and the swaras, the emotion of warriorness is conveyed. So, in a nutshell, the understanding of swaras and how they manifest, and how a melodic tune can be deconstructed as swaras, and secondly, how the gamakas give a character and a personality to a genre of music, and how the rhythm is actually like the skeleton and a framework in which you actually play around, and how the bhava ultimately allows you to make a connect to the listener. These four keys have become the foundation for me to be able to understand and decipher and embrace different genres of music that have come my way. So here's to embracing different genres of music through roots in Carnatic classical music. Now what I'll do to conclude is sing a little bit of a medley of a few songs belonging to different genres of music, and I've picked up some popular lyrics for you guys to be able to maybe sing along. If you identify the song and if you know the lyrics, please do sing along, okay? Krishna ni degane baro kesariya Padharoni మొక్కజొన్న తోటలో ముసిరిన చీకట్లలో మచ్చకడ కలుసుకో మరువకు మావయ్య మరువకు మావయ్య మరువకు మావయ్య తనన తందనన తనన తందనన తనన తందనన తనన తందనన విఠల 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 माझे मनोरथ पूर्ण करी देवा माझे मनोरथ पूर्ण करी देवा केशवा माधवा नारायणा माझे मनोरथ पूर्ण करी देवा. Now here's a last song which I'm sure all of you all will sing with me. But what I'll do is I'll sing the swaras and you'll sing the lyric, okay? All set? Sa ni sa re re ma ga ri sa, sa ni sa re re ma ga ri sa, sa ni sa re ga ri sa ni sa re ma ga ri sa. Identify the song. We'll sing together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hasai ba polta divaita, damula lagna divaita, maga sai ba vat dakoi, maga sai ba vat kolona. Ge 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 saiba padani dapa ge 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 saiba padani dapa padani sari ga ma padani sari da ba magari sari dani gari ni da na Thank you very much. You guys have been a really wonderful audience.